So let's run this program. So if you click on build and run, we have three options here. So find time to learn the function of these two. So as much that we'll be using alongside with the tutorial, then you got to learn those, and the ones will not be touching, you also try to learn those tools. So if this means build, this means to run, this means build and run. So we mostly use the build and run. So let's click on build and run. So our program display an output of what? Hello world. So the program is what? A successful program. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to move into the next section, which is called variables and data type. Now in variables and data type, this helps us to know how we uses variables and what? Data type. Now what are variables? Variables are container for values. And what are data type? Data type what helps us to specify between datas. When we say data type, example, we have integer. Integer is a data type, and integer is what? Just like a whole number. We also have the float. The float also is a what? Is a decimal. When you are dealing with decimal number, you use what? Float. Then when you are dealing with strings like words, we use this char, which is known as what? Characters. And when you are dealing with letter, we also use this char. We also have the boolean, which is for true or false, data type, etc, etc. We have a lot of what? Data type. So we're going to start with the familiar ones that we know. So let's start with int. So let's quickly write a program. So let's say int. So what type of int? Let's say age. Age is always integer. Then let's say age should be equal to, let's say 25. Then we have to what? Terminate it. Then let's say float. So let's say pi. And what is pi? We can say pi is what? 3.14. Then we terminate that. Then let's see for another data type that we have. Let's see char. So for char, we can say for char, let's use grade. That is when you are dealing with grades, like grade A, grade B, grade C, grade D, grade E, grade F. So those are letters. So we can use char for grade. And let's say in single quotes, let's use A. Then we want to take in like name. So we can still use char, right? But now in this case, we are going to specify the numbers of character we want it to be, so that it can form a string, which is what? A word. So let's say name, then open square brackets. So open and close square brackets. We can say 20, or let's use what? Let's use 30, right? At least the person name should not be more than 30 characters. So let's say this is equal to, in double quote rather, we can say right. So you can use your name, or you can use anything else that you want to use. So now we want to print, because now we declared these variables with a data type and we declare the value, right? So let's print all of what we've declared. Let us print what we've declared. So print f, I can say you are, then we insert for the age, you are, let's say percentage d. So percentage d is a placeholder which we use in holding integer. We use this percentage d to hold integer. So our next class will be what? Placeholders. We need to learn this placeholder so that we can know all of the placeholder and what we want to be holding, what place we want to be holding. Do you want to hold integer or a decimal or a character or a string? So we need to know those placeholder so that we hold the correct data in every segment. So percentage d, then /n for new line, /n for new line, then outside the double quotation put a comma. Then what are we holding? We are holding for what? Age, right? We are holding for age. So in this case, instead of me retyping this same statement, I can just copy all of this and I paste right there. And okay, let's make this interesting. So let's say my name is this, I am dash years old. Okay, we have pi. Okay, let's just print what we have. So the next thing we want is what? Pi. So we can say have a circle makes pi, and the value for pi, and the value for pi is, so now let's hold this, is percentage f for float, percentage f, then /n for new line. Then what are we holding? We are holding what? Pi, right? Then let's see. So the next one we have is what? Name, right? Let's say my name is, then we need to hold the placeholder for the name we entered. So in this case we say percentage s. So we use percentage s to hold a string. As I told you earlier on, a string is a word, right? So percentage s, my name is percentage s, so I'm holding. So what am I holding in this case? Before then, let's put our /n for new line. Then we want to hold name, right? We want to hold the name. So the next one we have here is for the grade. So you can say in my class I always come out with grade words. So we hold that also with a character. So the placeholder for a character is what? Percentage C. So with this one, we have already started learning the placeholder for each data type. When you want to hold an integer, it uses what? Percentage D. When you want to hold a float number, which is also called a decimal number, right? We uses what? Percentage F. And when we want to hold a string, which is a word, we uses what? Percentage S. And when we want to hold a character, we uses what? Percentage C. So in my class, I always come out with a grade, then /n for new line. Then what are we holding? We are holding grade in this point, grade. So this point, we are through writing a program to display all of the variables we had declared. So we declared these values for the variables, which are what? For our age we declared 25, for pi we declared 3.14, for grade we declared A, for name we declared our name. So let's save this program, build and run. So you say you are 25, so it's not a complete statement. Half a circle makes pi, and the value for pi is 3.14. That's successful. My name is Prosper. In my class, I always come out with the grade A. So our program was successful. So let's make this statement more proper. So you are dash, then we put years old. You are percentage D years old. So the percentage D will hold the value for the integer age, which is what? 25. So let's save this, build and run again. So you are 25 years old. Half a circle makes pi. Okay, we did not put S for our make, so let's put S. So let's build and run again. So you're 25 years old, half a circle makes pi, and the value for pi is 3.14. My name is Ricky Prosper. In my class, I always come up with grade A. So our program was successfully run. So in this case, we have learned what we call variables and data types. So let me insert it as a comment right here. So I can say, for making comments, we use double slash. For single line comment, we use open and close this forward, right? Forward slash, open, forward slash asterisk, then your sentence, asterisk, forward slash for closing. That is to make a sentence or a paragraph comment. If you're making a single line comment, you use it a double slash. So I can say, what do you want to comment initially? We want to comment variables and data type. So this class is for what? Variables and data type. So you can also go to your browser and search out more variables and data type that you can think of. So let's see, let's say list of data types in C program. So let's see the ones so for example, we have integer, float, double, string. We did that. Then for derived data, we have union, structure, array. Okay, we're going to learn that in our next classes. Then for enumerated data type, we have enums. Void data type, we have empty values. So if you are dealing, okay, let's see, we see one more row. So let's see what they want to tell us. Okay, for Boolean, as I told you initially during the introduction, I told you Boolean is also a data type which throws either true or false. Just like your exam, you'll be given an option for a question to pick either true or false. So it's also a data type, true or false. So with this, we've learned all that we need to know about variables and data type, and we also took example. So the next thing we will move in will be